Stick figure animation is quietly becoming one of the highest paying niches on YouTube right now, yet almost nobody is talking about it, and that's a huge opportunity. I've made a few videos showing people how to create these animations, and the response was incredible. But many of you told me the workflow was still too complicated. So I went back to the drawing board and simplified everything. So you will get it easily, I divided it into 3 different parts. Part 1. Now, I've created the easiest way to make professional Stickman animations completely free, and anyone can follow it. Whether you're creating finance videos, motivational content, comedy, storytelling, or educational videos, this single workflow works for all of them. And to prove that this isn't just another tutorial, let me show you a 30-second animation I created using the exact workflow you're about to learn.
You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a burst of motivation. You just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes to put the phone down. 5 minutes to start. Because once you begin, something changes. The work gets easier. The focus gets stronger. And suddenly, 5 minutes becomes momentum. Most people wait for the right time. Winners create it. Start small, and let that small start change your whole day.
Before we dive into the tutorial, do me a quick favor. Subscribe and like this video, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest AI workflows that can save you time, grow your audience, and help you make better content. Now let's get started. The first thing we need to do is open a chatbot. For this tutorial, I'll be using ChatGPT because it's the only chatbot we'll need throughout this entire workflow. Next, open the Google document where I created the detailed prompt for this tutorial. As you can see, this is a complete Stickman animation prompt that works for virtually any style of stick figure video you want to create. When you open the document, you'll notice that the prompt is fairly long. Don't worry about that. Simply copy the entire prompt from beginning to end. Once you've copied everything, head back to ChatGPT. Paste the prompt into the chat. Give ChatGPT a few seconds to format everything properly. Once it's ready, click Send. ChatGPT will begin processing the prompt. After a few seconds, you'll receive a response asking you to upload a reference image for your Stickman character. If you don't already have one, simply return to the Google document and take a screenshot of the Stickman image provided there. Once you've taken the screenshot, drag it into ChatGPT and upload it. Wait for the image to finish uploading, then click Send. ChatGPT will now analyze the image and lock in the character style we'll use throughout the entire project. Next, it will ask you which niche you'd like to create your Stickman animation in. You'll see options such as comedy, motivational, action, storytelling, educational explainer, horror, and several others. For this tutorial, I'm choosing the motivational niche. Since that's option number 2, I'll simply type 2 into the chat and press Send. Now we wait while ChatGPT processes our selection. Once it's finished, it will ask which aspect ratio you'd like to use. You can choose between a long-form video or a short-form video. Short-form videos are perfect for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram Reels. Long-form videos are ideal for regular YouTube uploads. For this tutorial, we're creating a YouTube short, so I'll choose the 9:16 aspect ratio. I'll type 1 and press Send. The next question ChatGPT asks is how long you'd like your video to be. You'll see options like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds. Since this is just a demonstration, I'll choose 30 seconds. I'll select that option, return to the chat, and click Send. Once you do that, ChatGPT understands exactly what you're trying to create. After a few seconds, it generates 10 unique video ideas. Some of the ideas include one more rep, the alarm wins, built in the rain, the last step, nobody was watching, start before you're ready, the broken pencil, and several others. If those ideas aren't enough, simply type, "Give me more ideas." ChatGPT will instantly generate another batch of concepts. For this tutorial, I'll choose a random idea. Let's go with option number 8. I'll copy the title, paste it into ChatGPT, and hit Send. ChatGPT will begin processing the request automatically. Now all we have to do is wait. Part 2. After a few moments, ChatGPT finishes processing your request and gives you an output like this. First, it provides the video concept, explaining what the animation is about. Next, it generates a character profile. Take a quick look at it and make sure it matches the reference image you uploaded earlier. After that, ChatGPT creates a complete scene-by-scene breakdown. Each scene includes 2 separate prompts: an image generation prompt, an animation prompt. As you can see, we have scene 1, scene 2, scene 3, and so on. Every scene comes with its own animation prompt. Now we're going to start creating our images. The first thing you need to do is copy the image generation prompt for scene 1. Do not copy the animation prompt yet. Once you've copied it, head over to Google Flow. When Google Flow opens, you'll see an interface similar to this. Click New Project. You'll now be taken to the project workspace. The first thing we're going to do is turn agent mode off. Next, open the Settings tab. Make sure image mode is selected. Since we're creating shorts, change the aspect ratio to 9:16. For output, I'm going to select 2, because I want 2 image variations to choose from. For the image model, I'll be using Nano Banana 2. Once everything is configured, paste the image prompt we copied from ChatGPT. Then click Send. The reason I selected 2 outputs is simple. Having multiple options lets you choose the better-looking image instead of settling for just one. Now all we have to do is wait while the images are generated. After a few seconds, the images appear. As you can see, both images are very similar. Simply choose the one you prefer. Once you're happy with your selection, return to ChatGPT. Now copy the image generation prompt for scene 2. Head back to Google Flow. Paste the prompt into the input box and click Send. Once again, wait for the image to finish generating. This usually takes somewhere between 10 and 20 seconds. After processing is complete, you'll receive the second image for your animation. Next, go back to ChatGPT. Copy the image generation prompt for scene 3. Return to Google Flow. Paste it in. Click Send. Now we're simply going to repeat this exact workflow for every remaining scene. I won't walk through every single image individually because it's literally the same process each time. Just remember the workflow. Copy the image prompt from ChatGPT. Return to Google Flow. Paste it into the prompt box. Click Send. Wait for the image. Repeat. Once every image has been generated, we're ready for the next stage. As you can see, all of our images are now complete. The next step is to clean everything up. Delete any images you don't like. Keep only the strongest versions. Take your time when doing this. You don't want to accidentally delete one of your best images. After cleaning everything up, we now have 7 final images. Now we're ready for the animation stage. Head back to the Settings tab. Switch from image mode to video mode. Double check that your aspect ratio is still 9:16. Change output to 1. Set the duration to 4 seconds. For the video model, we'll use OmniFlash. Now go back to ChatGPT. Scroll up until you find the first image generation prompt. Directly underneath it, you'll see the animation prompt. Copy that animation prompt. Now return to Google Flow. Drag your first generated image into the timeline. Paste the animation prompt into the prompt box. Click Send. Just like that, your first animated scene begins generating. Now we simply wait. If you see the word queued, don't worry. That simply means there are other users generating videos at the same time. After a short wait, your animation will begin automatically. A few seconds later, the first animation is finished. Let's preview it. As you can see, everything looks clean. The motion is smooth. The animation feels natural. Now we're going to repeat the exact same workflow for every remaining image. Go back to ChatGPT. Copy the animation prompt for scene 2. Return to Google Flow. Drag in your second image. Paste the animation prompt. Click Send. Wait for it to generate. Once it's finished, preview the result. Again, everything looks smooth and consistent. Now repeat the process for scene 3. Copy the animation prompt. Return to Google Flow. Drag in the third image. Paste the prompt. Click send. While that's generating, continue working on the remaining scenes so you don't waste time waiting. Go back into ChatGPT. Copy the animation prompt for image 4. Return to Google Flow. Drag in image 4. Paste the prompt. Click send. Continue doing the exact same thing for every remaining image. The workflow never changes. Repeat until every image has been animated. Eventually, all your clips will finish generating. At this point, I'm only waiting for the final 2 videos to complete. A few moments later, everything is finished. Now let's preview all the clips. As you can see, every animation looks smooth, consistent, and ready for editing. Part 3. Now that all of our animations are finished, it's time to combine everything into a single video. Instead of downloading every clip one by one, there's a much faster method. Click on the first video. At the end of the clip, you'll see a plus icon. Click it. Then select Add Clips. Now begin adding the remaining videos one after another. Simply place each new clip directly after the previous one. That's exactly what I'm doing here. Once you add the second clip, it automatically connects to the first one. Continue repeating this process until all 7 clips are connected together. After you've added the final clip, click Done. Now all 7 animations are combined into one timeline. The next step is simple. Click Download. Instead of downloading 7 separate files, Google Flow will export everything as one complete video, saving you a lot of time. Now it's time to generate our AI voiceover. Return to ChatGPT. Scroll down until you find the completed voiceover script. Copy the entire script. Once you've copied it, head over to 11 Labs. Paste the script into the text box. Click Generate. Within a few seconds, your AI voiceover will be ready. Go ahead and download it. It will automatically save to your project folder. Now that the voiceover is finished, there's one more asset we need before editing. We're going to create the end screen image. This step is extremely important for YouTube Shorts because it helps increase viewer attention and encourages people to stay until the very end. Think of it as a thumbnail specifically designed for Shorts. Return to ChatGPT and copy the end screen prompt. Go back to Google Flow. Paste the prompt into the chat. Switch back to image mode. Set the output to 2. Then click Send. After a few seconds, your images will be generated. Personally, I prefer this version because the design looks cleaner and the text reads. Just 5 minutes. If you like it as well, go ahead and download it. Now we finally have everything we need. Our animations are finished. Our voiceover is ready. Our end screen has been created. Now it's time to put everything together. For editing, we're going to use CapCut. Open CapCut. Create a new project. Click Import. Navigate to the folder where you saved all of your generated files. Import the folder. Once it opens, you'll see all of the clips we created. Now drag every clip into the timeline. Place them one after another, following the exact order in which they were generated. And just like that, we've assembled the entire animation. The next step is importing the voiceover. Click Import again. Select the voiceover file we downloaded from 11 Labs. Drag it onto the timeline. Now make sure every visual lines up correctly with the narration. Spend a few minutes checking the timing. Small adjustments here can make a huge difference in the final quality of your video. Once everything is synchronized, click on the Text tab. Select Auto Captions. Then click Generate. CapCut will automatically listen to the voiceover and create subtitles for your video. This usually takes only a few seconds. Once it's finished, all of your captions will appear on the timeline automatically. Now click on any caption layer. Open the Templates section. Choose whichever subtitle style you prefer. Personally, I like using the quick template because it's clean, readable, and works well for shorts. Once you've selected your preferred style, resize the captions if necessary. Then reposition them so they don't block important parts of the animation. At this point, your video is essentially complete. If you'd like, you can also add some background music to make the video feel more engaging. If not, that's perfectly fine. The voiceover alone works well. Now play the entire video from beginning to end.
You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need a burst of motivation. You just need 5 minutes. 5 minutes to put the phone down. 5 minutes to start. Because once you begin, something changes. The work gets easier. The focus gets stronger. And suddenly, 5 minutes becomes momentum. Most people wait for the right time. Winners create it. Start small, and let that small start change your whole day.
Congratulations! Your AI stick figure animation is now complete and ready to publish. You can upload it to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or Instagram Reels. And that's the complete workflow, from idea to finished AI animation. If you followed along, you now have everything you need to create professional stick figure videos without spending money on expensive software or hiring an animation team. If this tutorial helped you, make sure you subscribe because we're just getting started. Every week, I share practical AI workflows, automation strategies, and content creation tutorials designed to help you create faster, grow your audience, and make better videos. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I read as many as I can, and your question might even inspire the next tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who wants to start creating AI content.